The wind whispers through the trees. It carries a name that sends shivers down the spine, a name spoken with fear and reverence, the Wendigo. In the stories whispered around flickering fires, it is more than a creature. It is a malevolent spirit, a force of nature that embodies the darkest aspects of human existence. It is a spirit of famine, a harbinger of endless hunger and despair, a hunger that can never be satisfied no matter how much it consumes. It walks in the coldest depths of winter, a harbinger of death and desolation, bringing with it the chill of the grave. To see it is to know despair, to feel the icy grip of fear clutching at your heart. The Wendigo is not a story told for entertainment. It is a warning, a dire, cautionary tale, a reminder of the darkness that lurks within us all, the primal fears and desires that can consume us if we are not careful. It speaks of the dangers of greed and the terrible price of desperation, of what happens when humanity's basest instincts are left unchecked. Its legend haunts the northern tribes, a chilling tale passed down through generations, a story that serves as a stark reminder of the thin line between survival and savagery. Imagine a forest, not just any forest, but one steeped in shadow where sunlight struggles to penetrate. The air is heavy with the scent of pine needles and damp earth. Snow lays thick upon the ground, muffling all sound but the creak of ancient trees. This is the domain of the Wendigo. This is where it hunts. The cold is a living thing here, biting at exposed skin, seeping into bones. The silence is broken only by the mournful call of a distant bird, a lonely sound that underscores the isolation of this place. They say the Wendigo was once a man. Driven to the brink by starvation, he consumed the flesh of his fellow man. A terrible transformation took hold. He became a twisted mockery of humanity, a creature of immense size and strength, its skin stretched taut over bones, its eyes burning with unnatural hunger. The Wendigo is never full. It craves human flesh, and its hunger drives it to madness. It mimics the voices of loved ones, luring unsuspecting victims deeper into the wilderness, where it picks them off one by one. Section 4. Lost in the Frozen Waste. A chilling encounter. There are many stories of encounters with the Wendigo, a creature of legend that haunts the deepest, darkest forests. They speak of hunters lost in the woods, their sanity slowly unraveling as they hear the creature's haunting call. The Wendigo is said to prey on those who are desperate and alone, drawing them deeper into the wilderness. One such story tells of two brothers who ventured out into the wilderness in search of food for their starving families. They were determined to bring back something to sustain their loved ones through the harsh winter. Days turned into weeks, and the brothers found no game. The forest seemed devoid of life, as if the very presence of the Wendigo had driven all creatures away. The younger brother, weakened by hunger, began to hear voices. These whispers seemed to come from the very trees themselves, urging him to follow. One night, as they huddled by their campfire for warmth, he saw a figure standing at the edge of their campfire. The figure was barely visible in the flickering light, but its presence was unmistakable. Tall, gaunt, with eyes like burning coals. The sight of it sent a chill down his spine, freezing him in place. The creature spoke, its voice a raspy whisper, promising food and warmth. It offered them salvation, but at a terrible price. The elder brother watched in horror as his sibling walked towards the creature, disappearing into the darkness. He knew that his brother was lost, taken by the Wendigo, never to return. Section 5. A warning carved in ice, the legacy of the Wendigo. This chapter delves into the haunting folklore of the Wendigo, a creature born from the cold, desolate wilderness. The legend of the Wendigo serves as a chilling reminder of the dangers that lurk in the shadows of our minds. It speaks to the darkness that lies within us all, a darkness that can emerge when we are pushed to our limits. The Wendigo embodies the potential for greed and desperation to consume us, turning us into something unrecognizable. It warns against the dangers of isolation, the kind that can drive a person to madness, and highlights the importance of community in times of hardship, reminding us that we are stronger together. The Wendigo story is a cautionary tale, passed down through generations to instill a sense of caution and respect for the unknown. It is a story told to remind us of the fragility of our humanity and how easily it can be lost. It is a story that stays with us long after the fire has died down, echoing in our minds, leaving us to listen to the whispers of the wind as it carries the tales of those who came before us, wondering what lurks in the shadows and if the Wendigo is still out there waiting.